so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I pissed so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't panic surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like blah, yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
Coach, as the 2019 regular season starts speeding toward a conclusion, not too many games remain to be played here in Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Oakland Raiders. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Start! 20! Check back 21. What's the run? They're running it.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Roethlisberger. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 23 yards the pickup there.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
Check 5! 21, check back 21. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he's got room. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an
things
interception.
for different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Bengals drive about to get going. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Now Roethlisberger, and this is caught by Watkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Bravo. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Hey, echo.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. James has got it. Complete. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Completes it to Ajayi. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Let's get this, get this. Yeah, Monday. Look at that. Swirl.
Ben to throw again. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9.
44. Check, like I said, 21, check back 21.
Roethlisberger. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
On the ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
So we got man. Ready.
Throwing Jones. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Marquise Goodwin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
21-0 our score after one.
Hey, two stop. Hey, two. Snap.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. This is Miller. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
51 the mark.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Bengals will get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
You ain't going nowhere.
On 3rd down, Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Sharice Wright could do no wrong there, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here comes Peppers. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish. Okay, you're down 3. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Denoris Cersei. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the... And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Gano the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Anunua's got it, complete. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked on.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
Now Roethlisberger to throw, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Jones. Going to throw again. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Let's go. 60 out,
and we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress as well. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. J.J. Nelson, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point try good by Gano, and the route is on here in this first half. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down,
Caused all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Check your hot read.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, that's complete to his tight end, Waller. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot. Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danico Autry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack on 1st down, Jones, wide open receiver, complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones able to find Waller. That's complete. That all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Darren Waller, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Gano the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard
The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
20. Check my 21. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Why are they good?
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And it'll bring up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because
it's caught inside the 25. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point try good by Gano, and that will extend this big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 2nd and 7, Roethlisberger. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Jones now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Now Jones. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Gano the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
They run. It's Gurley. A gain of 3, second down.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now it's Roethlisberger. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Hey, check Mike 20. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Get that quarterback. Watch it.
On 2nd and 7, Roethlisberger. Caught by Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Looking deep for Julio. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's third down.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Clemson, Trayvon Nolan. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive.
Who that? Shoot.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Roethlisberger. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not...
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Julio Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 22.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their play.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54.
2nd and 11. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now Jones on 3rd down. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Back now in the East Bay. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Things looking pretty good on the scoreboard. They're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Yeah! 180! 77. Hey, check, Mike.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
Here we go.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Hey, check, Mike.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Julio Jones with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And it's for pride now, but the Bengals get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Ready?
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. To throw on 2nd and 6, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Raiders on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6.
Right there. 54, right there. 22 jet bomber. Hey. Switch. Hey, Delta. Hey, one set. Go. Line 54. Here we go.
Jones operating from the gun. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
10 Lobo. Get ready.
Jones now to throw again. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. The Raiders on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing Jones. Waller taking it in over the middle. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Here's Jones throwing on fourth down. And it's hauled in by Nelson. Touchdown Raiders. J.J. Nelson with his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point try good by Gano, and that will extend this big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Stop! Black 20. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He finds Ajayi. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Check Mike 21.
First down.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Move. Hey, wahoo. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike Black.
Now Roethlisberger. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Roethlisberger. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And we now have a new single-game interception king, a record-breaking 5th pick there.
If that's not the true definition of a ball hawk, I don't know what is. That is absolutely phenomenal. What comes to mind quickly, partner, is one of the more recent ones to get to 4. D'Angelo Hall, a terrific player in his own right, but in this case, 5. That sets a brand-new NFL record.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Green brings it in. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now it looks like he'll throw here toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
To throw on third down, Jones. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it's going to be tipped up and picked off.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Raiders, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, what else is new? They fall again. That's now 10 straight losses to start the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.